guys, you're going to abandon me now in the time of need? I need you for this review. Nope, fine. I'm just gonna have to go solo. Welcome, I'm the Kaiju no Kami, and tonight I'm going to review a film from the trash pile of cinematic garbage, Alien Resurrection. After the bombing that was Alien 3, Fox decided to take the franchise back into its action roots, first seen with Aliens. They hired a man that would go on to become one of Hollywood's most overhyped hacks to write the script, a man named Joss Whedon. Hell, it's amazing that he managed to turn out one good film with Avengers. But then again, it's not like he really had to do any work, because the groundwork was already pretty much laid out for him. Anyway, from there it was decided to bring Ripley back as a clone because heaven forbid the franchise move on without her. Fox also handed the directorial role to French filmmaker Jean-Pierre Jeunet, who directed The City of Lost Children and Delicatessen prior to this. Well, the reviews came out and they were pretty mixed, and this movie is often regarded as the bane of the Alien franchise. But is it truly that bad? Well, let's take a look to find out. Our movie kicks off with a dude crushing a horrendous looking CGI fly. Yuck. But what's the point of this scene? Why would you start your movie out like this? I'm not sure I understand. Even for a French director, he's a little bit out there. We are then treated to the number of cannon fodder the ship contains before moving past this monotonous intro to get to the real objective, seeing Ripley cloned. From here we meet Dr. Grima Wormtongue, played by Brad Dourif. He removes a baby Xenomorph from Ripley's body, Jesus, which must have been child's play for him.
What about her? Can we keep her alive?
How's the host?
Doing well.
Sew her back up.
They continue to study the cloned woman when Commander Eyebrows asks a very important question.
It has memories.
I'm sorry, sir, but that wasn't over the top enough. Can you try again?
Why does it have memories?
An unexpected benefit from the genetic crossing.
Oh, I see. Stupid me. Of course, an unexpected benefit of the genetic process. How? I didn't even think of that.
Genetic crossing.
Genetic process.
He and his associates enter a room with security that requires bad breath in order to access.
Identification, please. Please try again. Thank you.
Why is this even a thing? Although, I would like to see what would happen if someone were to breathe on it after having a Mentos. That could be interesting.
Unnatural breath detected. Please try again. Unnatural breath still detected. Self-destruct system activated.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
There, they visit the cloned queen. Oh my god. I'm only like 10 minutes into this movie and I already want out. But hey, at least they tell us what happened over the last 200 years.
Wayland, Utani. Ripley Eight's former employers.
Oh, they went under decades ago, get him in way before your time. Bought out by Walmart.
You went for the Walmart joke. Of course, it's the Walmart joke. Why not? Why would I expect anything more from this movie?
I thought it would be funny.
Later, we get introduced to the Betty, a merc ship with some of the most remarkable characters this movie will endure. I'm being serious here. There's this guy with the raspy voice.
You know, no matter how many times you see at the side of a woman all strapped up in a chair like that, just...
And that woman who has a love thing with the raspy dude. A guy in a wheelchair because that makes sense. This token black guy.
How's that?
Good. We expecting any, trouble?
What, was Mario Van Peebles not available? Winona Ryder. Because the movie needs another androgynous, emotionless bot?
I prefer the term artificial person myself.
And they somehow managed to rope Ron Perlman into this thing. Ron? did you lose a bet?
Moving on, they deliver some cargo to the ship, which turns out to be people.
Cargo status stable. Life forms intact. Stasis uninterrupted.
Insert screaming Charleston Heston joke right here.
Who are used as cannon fodder for facehuggers.
Wow, the cannon fodder using cannon fodder as cannon fodder. This movie is deep.
All of this gets followed up by a basketball flirtation scene between Ripley and...
What is Ron Perlman's character name? Huh. Give me a moment here, guys. I guess I probably should have looked this up beforehand, but you kind of lose a few brain cells when you're watching this movie, so hold on a minute, hold on. Let's see here. Come on. Why's taking so long? There we go. Johnner. What kind of name is Johnner? I guess John was already taken by the Merc chasing Riddick? Oh. Okay, so funny story about this scene. According to Weaver in the documentary, she made them film this scene over and over again until she finally made the shot in one take. The problem was that the basketball went above the camera, so you can't tell that it was all done in one take. It kind of sucks, but you know what? Good on her if that's really the truth, because how do we know she's not lying? I mean, she's probably not, because why would you lie about a simple basketball scene? But now I'm just rambling, because you probably really don't care about this movie by this point.
So, Wormtongue conditions the Xenomorphs, Call tries to kill Ripley thinking the Queen was still inside of her, and the Merc crew is attacked by the military dudes.
Everybody okay?
This is such an exhilarating movie.
All it does is serve to stretch out the running time before the Xenomorphs finally break out through a clever method.
Oh no, don't kill him. He was such an interesting character.
Most of the ship's crew manages to escape except for Commander Eyebrows, who gives us the most facepalm inducing death of the entire franchise.
You know, I had a really good Pinky in the Brain joke planned for this moment, but I don't think I want to use it anymore. I'm going to save it for a movie that actually deserves to have that used.
Mr. Raspy dies while everyone else is saved by Ripley, including one of the scientists, Dr. Wen, and oh my god...
Is that Tuco Salamanca from Breaking Bad?
Oh, that's cool.
It is Tuco! No wonder he was always so high-strung and hot-headed in Breaking Bad. He was in this movie. Although it seems like nothing has really changed.
I had heard that only just a few had gotten out intact. Man, I never thought that I would see one.
Oh, and I love the acting in this scene.
I say if we want to make it a decent time, I say we ditch the cripple. No offense, man. None taken.
Nobody is left behind.
Oh, and the ship is on its way to Earth.
Earth, man. What a shithole.
They all head towards the Betty until Ripley finds a room full of her unsuccessful clones. Ripley decides to reenact the internet after the 2016 election. After a brief shot of the ship to tell us that time has moved forward, Ripley and gang meet one of the men the Betty kidnapped.
Am I? I was in cryo, right? On my way to Zarum.
He's got one inside of him.
Look, he comes with us. We freeze him on the Betty, then the doctor can remove it later.
They take him along anyway and find themselves having to swim through a kitchen to get to an elevator shaft. Regrettably, things go awry as the group encounters the Xeno-Olympic swim team.
I will not miss her.
Call is shot by Ren, who flees.
Given how mechanical her acting is, I wouldn't be surprised if she turns out to be the robot of the movie, because it's an alien movie. You need a robot.
Acid spit? Ugh, grosser.
Aw, not Mario Van Peebles was actually kind of cool though. I will probably miss him. Wait, who died again?
The group is rescued by... wait for it...
wait for it... Call!
Come with me if you want to live.
You're a robot?
Would you hand me my phone because I called it?
They use her capabilities to patch into the ship's computer.
Which is called Father, by the way, as opposed to Mother like in the original. Why? Because it's clever!
There, she redirects the ship's destination before opening up a pathway to the Betty. Oh, I do kinda like this scene though.
Intruder on level 1. All aliens, please proceed to level 1.
Call is literally an internet troll.
Ripley gets captured and is brought to the alien nest where the queen is about to give birth through her womb like a human.
Oh god, you're not dead yet. Why?
The newborn kills the queen and looks to Ripley as its mother.
Oh, look. Look, beautiful, beautiful little baby.
Who wrote this? I hope you got paid a lot to say this, dude, because it sounds ridiculous.
Fed up with Wormtongue's dialogue, Ripley flees back to the Betty, where the crew has just had to watch the cargo survivor bust a move on Ren. They try to escape only to find a hatch door is open, so Call goes to check it out.
We've got to get out of here.
She of course encounters Pumpkinhead, who helps lower the hatch door. Tuco is killed after heading back to check up on Call. So Ripley has to,
Girl, this ain't an anime.
She breaks the window and there goes baby, body and all.
That's disgusting.
They land on the wasteland known as Earth.
It's my first time here.
If Earth is a wasteland, why did they need to stop the Xenomorphs from landing on Earth? It doesn't look like there's any civilization for them to damage or to take over. So why... Never mind.
I'm a stranger here myself.
God damn you all to hell! Oh God! No! No!
Oh, Ash, trust me. I just watched this movie, so I know exactly what you are going through. What can I say about this movie that has not already been said by many others in the past?
Whether you look at it as a sequel to the Alien franchise or just a science fiction action thriller, there is nothing here that makes this movie even remotely good. The acting is downright atrocious, with dialogue that sounds as wooden as the trees the script was made out of, to the actors clearly not giving a damn about their roles. This is clearly a movie where everyone involved was doing it because they needed a paycheck and not because they wanted to. All the characters are here to die, and while that may have been the case even back in Aliens, those ones at least had material to work with that made them memorable. Here, you forget a character as soon as they die because there is nothing about them that made you mourn their passing. Even Sigourney Weaver looks bored to downright uncomfortable at times. It doesn't help that this movie does nothing to make itself stand out from the previous iterations. Well, I guess you could say The Ugly Baby was its take on something new, but the execution failed. The baby looks ugly, but not in a scary kind of way, in a stupid way. It also doesn't help that the effects here are some of the worst. The designs of the Xenomorphs are quite reminiscent of the designs found in Aliens, yet the CGI used at times is insulting as it looks phony. Admittedly though, I really dig the swimming Xenomorph, and it was a shame something unique like that was not used throughout. John Frizzo's score is as forgettable as the characters. Although there are some tracks I do enjoy when I watch this movie, there's nothing that really stands out to me at this very moment. It's all just a giant blur of horns, and that's about it. It isn't suspenseful, it doesn't add any tension, and it sure as hell doesn't make any sort of impression during its action scenes.
There is nothing truly positive I can say about this movie, so therefore I'm going to end this review here, otherwise it's just become one long and drawn out bitch fest. Even if you have no qualms about Alien 3, do not waste your time with this one. There is nothing here that you can find enjoyment with. It is not enjoyable from a bad movie sense. The acting is horrific. It is hands down the worst Alien movie ever. It doesn't work as a horror movie. It doesn't work as a science fiction movie. It doesn't work as an action movie. It is just bad. And it is also hands down one of the worst sequels ever made. Do not waste your time with it. Look who came back after I finished the review. You are so lucky you look kind of badass. With that said, join me next time as the franchise redeems itself, sort of, with Prometheus. Until then, bye.